I've seen a lot of people call the LMR27 DMR the worst weapon in the game. Or maybe you pick it up and it feels, let's say, weak and you never go back. Other DMRs feel like they kill faster, whatever. That's simply not true. Every game that I play, I'm a numbers guy. Risk reward, pros, cons, stats, where do the stats lie? So I want to set some things straight today. And by the end, I'm going to show you how to run this thing and what you need to be doing with it. That's the goal of my videos, because games are more fun when you're doing better in them. I'm genuinely trying to help. And I'm going to bring this back up later, but instead of thinking of this LMR27 as the weakest, think of it as the most accurate, most spam friendly, and the one DMR that rewards speed, control, and consistency. It's a very consistent weapon, and when you get it dialed in, it's a problem. I got it to level 50, I have TTK charts, build setups, and a lot more. And I am dead serious, I actually believe it's one of the best weapons in the game. I'm going to show you how and why. What's really going on. But as with a lot of weapons, the LMR27's no different. It needs some attachments, but when you get those, it transforms. First, let's talk about the damage and time to kill. It deals 27 to the body, but that's only up to 21.5 meters. The crit damage is 37 here, but then it drops to 25 to the body after 21.5 meters. And that's more than fine. The crit goes down to 34 past 21.5. This is what you're working with a lot of the time. Past 21.5 meters is a DMR. Because in a moment, we're going to talk about getting into 3 bullet kills with headshot multipliers, hollow point synthetics, but to me at least, spoiler, those don't really matter. They're not really needed with what you want to do with this thing. So it's the lowest damage DMR, but it has the fastest RPM at 450 RPM out of all DMRs. Well, let's just put this up. Every single DMR has the same exact body shot TTK except for the M30R. It's at 0.47. And again, these are body shot TTKs. The other 3, they're at 400 milliseconds. A lot don't know that off the bat. On a base level, they're all kind of the same. And when you get into optimal time to kills, that's going to require headshots. And when this comes into play, the only thing that we care about is the bullet time to kill with the RPM. Headshots naturally are going to reduce the TTK, make it faster. So with the optimal time to kill, I do want to point out the SVK. It is a one shot up close. I mean, that's an outlier, but that isn't all game. It's not all the time. But when you start getting in headshots, everything's going down to a 2 bullet kill except for the LMR. It's a 3 bullet kill. But with that 3 bullet kill, it's a 0.267. It's no joke. And even though this chart is nice, on paper, I mean, optimal TTKs are nice, but what we really care about is consistency. And the LMR is the most consistent and it can achieve everything that it does very easily. For the range, it's very simple. It's a 4 body or a 3 crit, no matter the distance, period. 4 shot body up close and past 21.5 meters, it's still a 4 shot body. But when you add in hollow points or synthetic rounds, here's how that changes. The TTKs stay the same, but just how you get there. The main difference, up close, 21.5 meters and in, synthetics can 1 crit 2 body. That's cool. And then past 21.5 meters, hollow points and synthetics can 2 crit 1 body. Out of the 2, and I have a build for one of them, hollow points is more useful. The majority of your engagements are past 21.5 meters. We could find some value in the forgiveness that brings in that range. But after playing a ton with this thing, I don't think they're necessary, like at all. Something else is. Because along with it being on the same page as the other DMRs, as far as their base time to kill, it has some things that the others do not. These are important. It's all about its precision and control with its RPM. That's where it stands out. It can go up to 81 precision, 48 control, meaning it don't miss. Whatever you're spamming at, it will hit. And after spending so much time with it, the control stat is the most important stat by far, because with its RPM, 450, how you spam people down, you need that recoil to pop low on target. It needs to be on time. If you have a poor recoil stat like at base and start hammering it down, it will get away from you. But if you build into that stat, it doesn't get away from you and you can laser people down. And when you compare it to other DMRs, the EMR can get to 82 precision, but 25 control. The SVK, it's low control. It's a hard hitting weapon. Not really worried about it. The SVDM can get to 72 precision, 28 control. And on top, it needs to be mentioned, the LMR has the fastest ADS time at 250 milliseconds. The others are at 300 or 367. So getting the precision and control stat high on the LMR is what needs to happen. It is a spam weapon. That's what you're doing. All DMRs have the same body shot TTK, 400 milliseconds. If you get faster than that, it's a bonus. But at range, at a distance where DMRs are the most useful, yeah, you're fishing for crits, but being consistent is way more important. This thing does get 3-shot kills all the time, but we're really worried about its 4-shot body. I am telling you, there's no other weapon at range I am more confident in. It is that good. If you get on them and spam them down, it's going to be over. And they're dealing with bloom, they're dealing with a whole bunch of stuff. It's very good. I've also seen some people making comparisons to putting maybe the M277 on single fire, something like that. Well, first of all, it's not as accurate. Importantly, it doesn't shoot as fast in single fire than the LMR, and past 75 meters, the TTK drops. Even more so, it goes to 20 to the body, so it's a 5-bullet kill. Like, you can compare them, but it's not close. So, as always, I'm going to start with my favorite setup, then branch out with some other setups. Mandatory is a 15-round magazine. That's another thing that people hate about it. I get it, but just like the SEW, TR7, these things can rip people down, either very fast or very consistently. So, I do have a 15-round fast mag. For the muzzle, a standard suppressor, extended barrel for the velocity, the 25.6 H64 vertical, standard ammunition, and the Baker 3x scope. It is my favorite scope, but I also use the BF2M 2.5. It's up to you, it's preference. Do get at least a 2 on there, it's a DMR. There's a change that can be made to still make it really good. Take off the 15-round fast mag, replace it with the standard 15-round. Change the underbarrel to the classic vertical or stippled stubby, and that's going to give you a 200 millisecond ADS for a DMR, and that's really, really good. But play with these. Find your favorite. But this one is suppressed, very high precision and control, and you are an assassin with this thing. Point and shoot, point and click. And I haven't talked about it, but remember, controller has less recoil than M&K. Like right here with M&K, you can just spam down, but with controller, the recoil is even tighter. This thing isn't what people think that it is. It's actually the opposite. It's really, really good. Next is max precision and control. That starts with the compensated brake. This reduces recoil vertically and horizontally by 15%. So on top of the stats that we're adding, we're making the recoil even less than what it's going to be. Standard barrel, classic vertical, all of this gets it to 81 precision, 48 control. Also right here, you can put on a stippled stubby. It's 78 precision, 46 control with a 200 millisecond ADS. Standard ammo and a sight of choice. So this one is loud, not suppressed. The only downfall is that you're not suppressed, but it's crazy, but the extra points matter way more than you know. It performs even better than it does than the previous build. And once you start getting a feel for the weapon and you change things up like this, like if you were to try the first build, I think that you're going to love it, but you add in more points with precision and control without the suppressor, you're going to see the difference and feel the difference. This is another one I like to run. The last one's hollow points. I ran it for a little bit, but again, ultimately decided it's not needed. It's hollow points, a standard suppressor, ribbed vertical, basic barrel, sight of choice. This one goes back to being suppressed, and it gives you the 2 crit 1 body at range. Like that's the highlight. But if you get the precision and control stat higher, like in the first couple builds, you can hit the 3 crits at range. You're not really worried about that ease of use because it's on a rope. Even with that said, like that's nice. Just being on target for the guaranteed 4-shot body is enough. That is what we're striving for in real world gameplay. That's what really matters, the consistency. Because there is a real stigma around the LMR27. Like no one's using it. I feel like I've never even been downed by it. A lot of people write it off by what they've heard, or maybe they pick it up, give it a chance, like not for me. Remember, a lot of weapons do need attachments. The LMR is no different. Maybe they hear that it's bad and you just never go back to it. But the truth is, it is the most accurate. It is the most spam friendly, and it is the most consistent DMR in Battlefield 6. Very few weapons I can see a glint and stare down a sniper and get them instantly uncomfortable and down them. They're either going to get uncomfortable or they're going to be down. And the best part about that is they're not used to that. A lot of them still ego challenged. They kind of stay in the pocket. They'll try to get off a couple snipe shots. If they do that, it won't work. The LMR punishes you for posting up. And I don't think any DMR is bad. I find value in each one. And my first DMR review is for the LMR because I use all of them a little bit. And then, since there's only 4, very easy to break down where the numbers are and what's happening with them. And the LMR stood out, and it is performing very, very well. And what's nice about Battlefield 6, this is a game that has a lot of room for variety. You can do well with a lot of things. And I see no one using this. But, as you can see with the gameplay, it is a monster. It's not something you want to go against. And one day, maybe not, people are going to catch on. It's actually insane how good it is. The overall key is getting high control, high precision, using its fire rate and spamming it. I love it. So I do suggest and encourage you to level it up where it needs to be, give it a chance, and I think that you're going to agree. So if you take nothing else away from this video, just let it be this. The LMR27 is a weapon that looks average on paper, but performs elite in actual combat. In-game, some of the information's there, but you don't really consider how fast it can reacquire targets, how forgiving it is in a 1v1 duel, how the recoil stays dead center, or how fast it responds when someone's peeking, or how confidently you can challenge things at a long distance, Not because you hit harder, it's because you're more consistent. And the bottom line, and really think about it, a lot of DMRs are high risk, high reward. The LMR27 is low risk, high reward. Since they all have the same body shot TTK, at a long distance, the high risk, high reward for other DMRs is landing multiple headshots in a row. But since they shoot slower, when you miss, that further extends the time to kill. Whereas the LMR27, low risk, high reward. If you miss a shot, you get one right back on them. And the high reward is it can still 3-shot. That's why it performs. That's why it wins duels that it shouldn't. That's why it punishes players who post up, think that they're safe. It's the part no one tells you or even considers. When your consistency improves with this thing, your effective TTK is actually faster than every other DMR. Not because the weapon technically kills faster, but because you do. That's the secret. So it's very misunderstood, and hopefully you see it differently now. Once you build it right, I promise it clicks. If you're new here, remember to hit the subscribe button, and if you are subscribed, thank you so much for your support. Let's talk about the LMR27 down below. What are your thoughts on it? Are there any believers out there? It needs to be at a certain point, but when it's there, it rips. Let's talk about it. Thank you for watching, and until the next one, I am CoolGuy.